The boot camp training is over for the star seeds. You're a demigod. Now your other half of yourself is getting ready to come online. The extraterrestrial part of yourself, the different galaxy part of yourself, the advanced side of yourself is getting ready to make its debut. You've been given a little bit of a piece of it here and a little bit of a piece of it here during your time here as you're being prepared. You've been put in a position to be able to take pressure, put in a position to be able to take insults, to be able to take attacks, to be able to take the backstabs, to be able to be talked about. You were being prepared for the demigod side of yourself to be activated. Because once that side is activated, the pressure that you will face will be nothing like the pressure that you will be prepared for in your mission here on this planet. That demigod side of yourself has people in a state of emergency internally. Oh, they can't dig that side of you. That side of you speaks a different language to these individuals. It calls for them to have a serious upload of high frequencies. You give them a sample of extraterrestrial DNA, a little bit of a sample of a higher galaxy presence. They having trouble with that presence. So the insults, the betrayal and the attacks, the watching, it was building you up and getting you ready for the real activation, the full activation. You were being prepped from an activation here and an activation here, getting you ready for full throttle because of the presence of this Titan that's inside of you to fulfill your mission, to be able to express this galacticness at its fullness. Is going to be very intimidating to many. Individuals already see you as something special, something different. This is why they give you a lot of attention. They don't know how to put the math together to figure out what it is that you are, because they are used to the human side of yourself that was here before you was activated. That human side of yourself was a great, that's like a chameleon. It blended in, was able to change its frequencies, was able to adapt to certain situations, was able to adapt to certain people. But now that chameleon has put down the camouflage, and now you are seeing the trueness of yourself. You can feel the trueness of yourself. You can feel that Titan, those demigods codes, those demigods energy flowing through you now. The truth of who you really are is coming out, and people are having a very strange moments in your presence. Oh, they're beginning to detect that you are not from this location. As you've been saying it all along, but people were used to that human side of yourself. So when the demigod side arose, oh, they begin to attack in full throttle because they thought you were putting on some type of show for attention. They didn't know that this version of you was the true version of you, and that this side of yourself had to come online to help humanity evolve in consciousness, or lock the locks in people's minds. At least show them the keys. The attacks, the assaults was making people comfortable in your presence. It was helping their ego. It was helping their shadow. Because they was overloaded by your presence, by your signature, by your expression. It was causing for them to go into a situation where they felt like they was being belittled just by the frequency that you have. Your presence is humbleness. You wasn't aggressive to anybody, but your frequency is giving them the aggressiveness because of the high doses of wattage that's being displayed from you. Even when you speak, you sort of hypnotize individuals because you are higher frequency. Higher frequency always dominates lower frequencies. So your presence requires for a lot of attention without you wanting the attention. You can't hide that. You must face that galactic side of yourself because you haven't dealt with that galactic side of yourself your whole life. Your whole life you've been dealing with the human side of yourself. Now you must become more comfortable, which is very difficult. That's why you've been put in a position to be uncomfortable intensively until you was able to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, so this demigod version of yourself can make its debut. It's now here now. You're about to be turned up to full throttle. Your volume about to go to 100. There will be no type of letting your energy lowered. Dumbing yourself down. Your frequency will not allow it. Your frequency will require respect from others. Other people will always be threatened by you now. They will always have something to say. You will always be talked about. People will always try to belittle you because your frequency does that to them. Their shadow is always alarmed when you come around. When you do a video, any type of appearance to civilization, individuals that are having the most trouble in their shadow moments, you will talk to them. And that's the power of a higher intelligence. Your energy is going to do the most talking to individuals, especially the troubled ones. You don't have to make a interview with these individuals. You don't have to have a sit down with these individuals. You don't have to break things down to different layers so they'll be able to diagnose it. Your energy will do what it's supposed to do to get these individuals to diagnose their selves so they can come up in frequency to be able to understand the language and the codes that are coming from these starseed demigods. Only in this lifetime, but you're a god beyond this lifetime. You just hiding until the proper time, to the proper moment when you can identify yourself, can reveal yourself to the population, and they will understand exactly who you are. It's a little bit of info for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.